Alright guys, so we got a 2012 Nissan Armada that the mirror is shattered in. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace it. And what I've got, so you can order the entire mirror assembly. The problem is that this is a platinum edition or premium or whatever, so it's got power mirrors, heated mirrors, the turn signal is in the mirror. Plus this is a factory mirror. You're not going to get any better than the factory mirror. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the glass, and I've ordered just a glass replacement. So I have just the glass. So you got the turn signal part of it. You got everything you need. I'll show you how we're going to do that. It's very easy. Let me get a box. Okay, so I've got a box underneath the mirror. That way, as these pieces fall, I'm not just, which you can see I've already got a couple pieces while I was experimenting. Got a putty knife with still a little piece of mirror on it. And I got a heat gun. Now I've got this heat gun set to about 800 degrees. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and turn it down a little bit more. We'll go to 750. And if you just heat it up, it'll loosen that adhesive up. And you'll be able to just take your putty knife and pull that right off. Now, the maker of this replacement glass says that they give you two methods of replacing this. You can you can clean the broken mirror off, stick it straight over the broken mirror, or you can remove the rest of the broken mirror like I'm doing here, and hold on a second, and you can stick it straight on to the the way it's supposed to be, which is what I'm going to do here. So you can see how easy this is now coming off. Make sure you have safety glasses just in case, you know, it breaks and you end up getting a sliver flying at you. Okay, so just heat it up a little bit, it'll soften. Hopefully you saw that. I don't want to dig too hard because that heating element, I want it to, you know, obviously to continue to work. So you don't want to dig around with it too bad with a screwdriver or the putty knife. Otherwise, the heating part of it, you may break a circuit and the heating element's not going to work. Okay, so I'm going to finish doing this. I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch this whole procedure, but I'm going to finish heating this up, getting the old mirror off, and then I'm going to clean it all up, and then we're going to get the new one stuck back on. I just want to show you before you stick your mirror on, there are two sides to it. They both look like they're mirror sides, and they're mirror, but see how big everything is there versus there. And when you look in it, you're going to realize that one side looks normal, one side looks a lot bigger. And you're going to need to know how to put it on. Make sure you take a microfiber cloth, clean it up real good. Because it is curved. The glass is curved. So it has to fit properly. And obviously the proper way is like that right there. Okay? Got that all cleaned up. Now what they send to stick this on is these little doodads. Make sure you don't stick them over the turn signal. Indicator. Now I'll try to film this best I can, but I just want to press on it. Just to make sure that it's as stuck as it can get. Okay, let's go try the turn signal just to see how it's going to work. Because I don't know if that turn signal is actually in the exact same spot that it should be. Yeah, looks good. Doesn't look as good as this one. But good enough. At least they got a nice mirror now. And it didn't cost them $350 for a whole assembly. That mirror I think was $30. And it's the factory assembly. So the power. Let me see if I can. And the heater should work if I didn't damage anything. There's no guarantee that you're going to be able to get that mirror on there with the heating element. And since the mirror is not stuck straight to the heating element, it may not heat up as quickly or evenly as the factory mirror did. But the important thing is that the turn signal does work, and they got a full mirror that's not broke, and it still retained the factory mirror assembly, which is always better than an aftermarket Chinese knockoff. As long as your power mirror works and everything, try to replace just the glass. Don't replace the whole mirror. First of all, it's easier because you're not having to take the door panel and everything off, but you're also going to maintain your factory reliability of the actual factory mirror motor. And you know, if you got power folding mirrors, you're going to be better off there. Obviously the mirror itself is power and all that. Anyway, enough rambling on. Just a quick showing how to replace the glass on your mirror. You guys take care.